What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and this is episode 281. A long time we've been doing this fucking show.
Yeah,
It is 281, right? I'm not tripping, right?
we were 280 last week, so
Okay, yeah,
this
yeah.
one
So
is
we're
next.
281. Yeah. Jesus Christ, my brain. For some reason, I got a bit of a brain fart. But joining me today, as you heard, I got fucking Brian.
What's up?
Chilling, dude. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy that I actually have better lighting in here finally.
Yay.
Not a better chair though. Not a better chair.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm telling you, you really need to get a fucking like a belt to fucking
Oh,
harness
that's.
yourself into the
Oh
fucking
yeah.
thing.
That's not a bad idea. I might just
Yeah,
use some. I might just use some laundry that I'm surrounded by.
that works too. That works too. Or what you could do, you could just get one of those specialized fucking harnesses from the roller coasters and stuff, and get like one of the shoulder harnesses and shit, so you strap right into your fucking chair.
Nice. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it
I
is.
just I just realized you're wearing an Ant-Man T-shirt
Yeah,
because if that's the one from Loot Crate, I have the same one, sort of.
yeah, it is. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I have that one. I have that one and the Wasp,
Nice.
given to me by a friend because I didn't have Loot Crate at the time. Uh,
Sweet.
yeah,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
I'm rocking
Yeah, you're all elite right
my
now.
all elite baby,
All elite bay bay. You gotta say it right. It's bay bay.
baby. Yep.
Bay bay. It's story
Uh,
time, Brian. Story time with Brian 2J.
yay,
What's good,
story
dude?
time. What happened?
I'm sorry.
That's good.
I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. It's Friday
It's
and
Friday. We're recording this thing for to
yeah,
get you guys to listen to all our jokes 2 days later on the Monday.
of course, of
Of
course.
course. So
So what's good,
just
dude?
yeah, things are good. Just been a hectic kind of day today.
Yeah.
Long story, but uh, just kind of been watching some things.
Okay, okay. What you been watching?
Uh, so we're on season 3 of Letterkenny,
Okay,
which
okay,
it's a slow start, but it's as good quality TV as It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for me.
okay, okay. That's
It's
fair. That's fair.
yeah. So it's on Hulu. It's a really fun watch. They're short. They're
Mm.
like 22 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it's like your typical like half-hour show with commercials and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I remember watching. I think it was the first few episodes of the first season. And I was like, I couldn't get into it.
It picks up. It gets really really funny.
The main
Um,
reason I couldn't get into it is because to me, it reminded me too much of Trailer Park Boys, and I can
okay.
give a fuck less about Trailer Park
Yeah, I
Boys.
don't care about that show either.
Yeah.
Um, so aside from that, I've been watching. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it later.
Oh
Caught
yeah.
up on the Book of Boba Fett,
Nice.
which this week's episode was the best episode so far.
Fucking fantastic, dude.
Like it was like a slow mover of a series, but like it finally found
Dude,
its
we're
footing again.
4 episodes in.
I know.
There's only like
Um,
what 2 more episodes left.
I think the plot should have taken a space train.
I don't think they need to take any more space trades.
No, no, get rid of the space trains.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I've been watching that. I'm caught up, and then just yesterday I watched the fourth episode of Peacemaker,
Yeah.
which is such a great fucking show.
Okay, dude, we might as well just fucking get into the nooks and crannies of these things because
Okay,
we let's talk about Boba Fett first because Boba Fett was
okay.
the first thing that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So, the nooks and crannies of episode 4 is basically that it kind of takes you back just a little bit to the episode in the Mandalorian where Fennec is pretty much dead
Dead.
in the desert or whatever.
And then there was like the myths and the theories that like you heard the little tiny um sounds of like cowboy what do you
Right.
call them, like the things like in the boots, the stirrups I think they're called, but like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like you hear that western style
Mm-hmm.
footing, and then everybody went nuts. Like, oh my god, we already have Mandalorian. What's next? We're
Yeah.
gonna get Boba Fett.
Yep.
And I was like, I don't know if they'll do it.
Yeah,
I
and
like,
from the beginning, we were always thinking like, "Is this really gonna happen?" But of course, then of
right,
course, we saw that it was a season 3 and
yeah,
all this shit, and we got a
because like
little bit more.
because what happened is that we got teased, right, and we were
Hmm.
like, oh, they're like we gotta have the backstory on live TV. I mean, we know about it in like the books that later became canon and how
Hmm.
he escaped and everything else. And so the fact that now we have him, armored up, and he was on the couple episodes of Mando, and then now he has his own thing.
Hmm.
And I like that they tied in the him rescuing Fennec,
Yep.
tied it into that last shot we got of season 2 of Mandalorian.
Hmm.
Um, that post credit scene where he kills
Yeah.
he kills Bib Fortuna
Yep. Because
and
fuck
then
that
takes the
guy.
throne. Yeah.
But it was fucking
So
fantastic.
it was amazing. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was great him getting his ship back,
Yeah.
and then him blowing up the fucking Rancor. Not the
That
Rancor,
was
the fucking
fucking
Sarlacc.
fantastic. Yes.
Yeah,
With a fucking like an EMP type thing. It was fucking
yeah.
great.
Actually, technically, it was Fennec, and he's like, "Don't touch my buttons."
Yeah. It
I
was
gotta
fucking
say,
great, dude.
I like him as Boba Fett.
I do.
You
I
know,
absolutely
like,
do. Like he is the quintessential Boba Fett that we would be expecting.
yeah,
Because if you
and I
really
like
think about it, that he's pretty much played him his entire life, pretty much his entire like career.
right. He's basically been. I mean, think about episode 2. He was Django, and
Yeah,
every face that they showed of an unmasked clone
of a
trooper.
clone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Um. So I like that he's. I also like that he's willing to like play Captain Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to play every
Love it.
clone. Like,
I
yeah.
love it.
So, I mean, with the what's it called, with the spin-off series coming out, it's like it's nice. Like maybe one day we'll get like a Captain Rex on like the Ashoka show, or you know,
Let's cross our fucking fingers.
mm-hmm. Or who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe he'll show up in fucking Obi-Wan.
yeah. Or maybe he'll wind up showing up in fucking in Bo-Katan.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
Um,
or even in fucking Ahsoka.
yeah, but like
So
the
many to choose from.
but the fact but the fact that on the episode itself, the fact that he and Fennec blew up the fucking Sarlacc with that EMP blast.
Yeah, it's fucking
Oh,
badass, dude.
the first thing I texted, the first thing I think I texted you, but I know I texted Renee, was like, he should have blown up a space train.
Yeah, he should have. That would have been the best thing to fucking to start off with.
Um,
Just to throw a fucking space train in there and fucking just blow the bitch up.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, like, and then one of the other great scenes in that episode too was like when they're having the dinner at the end, and like
Yes.
the table is on top of the cage,
Mm-hmm.
of the trapdoor for the
Yep.
Rancor, and
Dude, that scene reminded me a lot of like The Godfather and shit. Like, yo, I'm giving you an
right,
offer. Just fucking
right.
take the shit or you're gonna fucking die.
Speaking of the Godfather,
I'm giving you an offer you can't refuse.
well, speaking of the Godfather, did you know that the cat was not part of the set? It was a stray
Really?
cat that jumped in the window and went on his lap, and he just went with it.
Nice. That's acting right there.
That's yes. That's not two dads acting. That's straight up
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Acting at its finest.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Boba Fett, yeah, it was the best episode so far of the
Fuck
series.
yeah, dude.
I'm waiting to see how this plays out, and who knows? Are we gonna get
I'm
him
super
back?
excited to see what they're gonna do with it.
I hope I hope Boba Fett shows up again in Mandalorian. I hope Boba Fett
Hmm.
shows up.
In
Like,
everything.
and if
Bring him back in everything.
that'd be amazing.
What I loved about the episode was also that they showed off that Fennec is a badass bitch.
Yes,
She is a badass bitch throughout the entire fucking thing.
Because like when she was cast as Fennec from Mandalorian season 1, I was
Hmm.
like, oh great. I was like, Ming-Na, like she's fantastic,
Yeah,
you know, because like she has a career that stems back since like the early '90s. You know,
absolutely, yeah.
she was Chun-Li for crying out loud in that Americanized Street
Mm-hmm.
Fighter movie.
She was fucking Mulan, dude.
She was Mulan.
Yeah.
Uh, and then like, you know, fucking Agent May and Shield for the most
Mm-hmm.
recent stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now you get her as Fennec, and she's a big nerd in real life.
Yeah, she really is.
And like when she got cast as Fennec, she was like, "I really hope this is not just a single time I'm on the show."
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and
Yeah.
now look at her; she's the co-star to fucking
Yeah.
Boba Fett. I mean, they're really equals, but
She really is.
yeah, like
They
there's
might
not
as
like
well just call the fucking show the Boba Fett and Finish show.
yeah, and like she was a badass in the first time we've ever seen her, and then when she got
Mm-hmm.
killed off, we are like, no, oh that sucks.
Like, no, why? And then they brought her back,
And then
which
they
was
brought it
fucking great.
back, and it's great. And I like how they, like, again, I like how they did everything where it was like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yep.
it it started here
Yep.
and and ended over here. Like I like
How they
the
tie it all
over
in.
yeah, like
The tying all the little pieces. They're just like,
the
where the fuck is it gonna go?
the seeing it from the other side, the other
Mm-hmm.
perspective.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, uh, fantastic fucking show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm excited to see how this plays. Um, and then like I said, Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Like
So fucking good.
as we pointed out last week, right? We didn't we knew John Cena could act.
Yeah.
I didn't think he can carry a show,
Right.
right?
Until now, pretty much, because
Until now.
we've known he can act.
He
We've
can
known
act.
he's been able to act for a long time because of course
He
wrestling and
was
stuff.
he was great in blockers and he was fantastic in Trainwreck,
Yeah, absolutely,
you know.
absolutely.
But him getting cast as as Peacemaker, you're like, oh okay, like John Cena's in this massive movie,
Hmm.
it's like a big blockbuster of 2021.
Yeah, we'll see how much of a badass he is in this, and then
Yeah,
we watch it, and you're like, holy shit, he's a good badass, and not
yeah,
only just a good badass, but like a comedic badass.
he's a comedic badass, and like it's different than like his earlier movies, right? It's
Hmm.
not the Marine,
No,
it's not 12 rounds.
nope.
Although 12 rounds is enjoyable.
But
Uh,
also not with WWE behind it.
right.
Because both of those were fucking WWE products.
Yes, they were,
Yeah,
and that's why the Miz was in like the other
the other
18
18 of
Marine
them.
movies.
Yeah,
Well, actually, DiBiase Jr. was in the second Marine. Um, but Peacemaker, we
yeah,
loved him, we
yeah.
hated him, we loved to hate him, hated to love him in the Suicide Squad.
For the Suicide Squad, we hated that he actually was so good at being a bad guy
Yeah,
because we knew, oh no, yeah, he's gonna be a good guy. He's he's helping out. But then we get the twist, the plot twist of like, oh yeah, he's actually gonna do anything and everything that he needs to do to fucking for
yeah,
peace,
yeah,
and that includes killing everybody,
yeah.
whether it's fucking men, women, children, no matter what, in order to save the peace.
But then, as we saw in episode 3,
Hmm.
he couldn't do it.
Yep.
He's having a bit of like regret over
Yeah. He's
Flag.
he's being remorseful
Yeah,
over everything that he's done in the past. The shit that basically could have essentially finished him,
yeah,
but he's like, shit, I'm still alive because of everybody else that actually helped me out.
and I mean, the show is so full of comedic humor, twists, turns.
It's fucking great.
It's amazing. It's so well written. Uh, I noticed that James Gunn did not direct episode 4,
Right.
so I don't know how many he directed, but
Regardless, it's all written by him.
it's all him. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, And once again, throwing out all like the obscure fucking DC villains.
Yeah.
The fucking Mad Hatter.
Yes. Fucking great.
Um, like the Mad Hatter is one of those Batman villains that you don't really think about too often.
No, at all. At all. Nobody
He
ever fucking thinks about the Mad Hatter.
the only times I've ever like went, oh, the Mad Hatter was the Batman games
Mm-hmm.
and fucking the animated series.
Yeah.
We're talking
That's it.
90s and
Yeah.
then like mid 2000s, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, okay. Never
Okay, he was
really-
there. That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because for the most part, it's one of those characters that essentially you need somebody else with him to make him a better villain.
mm-hmm.
He's like a supporting villain. Like
He's a supporting villain.
yeah. Kind of like
Um,
Zaz. Zaz is a supporting villain, but he's a complete badass.
Yeah. So Peacemaker episode 4, the star of this episode. Well, the two main stars of this episode was Vigilante
Yes.
and
So fucking good.
and what Danielle Brooks's character,
Mm-hmm.
Waller's kid,
Yep.
the undercover agent,
Yeah.
and like it's just so fucking good, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's so laughable at like certain things that go on in that show. Like
Yeah.
they're just little hidden comedy drops that, or just
Not even hidden, because they're not hidden. They are
Yeah.
literally pretty fucking funny.
well, like the thing that we didn't expect last week was like when flipping through the pictures for the mission, and there was a picture of like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
a pussy slip. It's like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Um.
Like, oh yeah, look at my flash. No, not that.
Yeah, like it's such a great show. I think Peacemaker is just a lot of fun. John Cena's
Mhm.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
And there's like,
I like him more in this than I did in WWE.
yes.
Yeah.
And I like him more in this than in the Suicide Squad. You know, because like again, it's a different version of Peacemaker. He's seeing,
Right. He's seeing the light.
Yeah, a little bit, you know. And
Also another thing is that like at this point he doesn't have anybody else to compare himself to.
right. You know, right now it's just him and his handlers.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that twist at the end
It's fucking great.
was like, oh shit, it was a butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question is, was he always, or did he get infected?
Me think. Wow.
Wow.
I just had a a movie King Shark version. I think that's the episode title. Me think. Yeah.
Me Tarzan, you Jane.
Yeah. I think that he hasn't been that way the entire time.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking that he got infected at like the had to have been during that like ending scene of episode 3.
Mm-hmm. That's what I
It's
think.
like when he's just sitting there staring. I was like, okay. I thought before he like grabbed the bowl and like did the straw thing, I thought there was somebody in the room with him.
Right.
You know, because the way they like just pan the camera, I was like, oh shit, like he's like getting set up for you know,
or somebody's gonna come in and kill him. Yeah.
Yeah. But then like you're like, oh, and like, oh,
yeah,
you're infected.
Yeah, no slurpees. No.
No.
Okay.
But no, like Peacemaker's actually, it's really fucking good. It's funny. It's
fucking great.
It's action filled,
Mm-hmm.
and that fucking intro, I cannot skip it.
I fucking love that intro, dude.
I don't know what's better, the music or the dancing.
It goes hand in hand.
I guess, yeah. But
You can't have one without the other.
And once again, James Gunn proved that he is like a music lover as well, because he always puts the right songs to fit the right mood in everything he touches.
Mm-hmm. It's like he has a playlist of music to go and write off of in order to fucking work on whatever he's working on.
100%.
And he does it really well.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing it since fucking what? Like, what was the one with Ellen Page? Um,
Oh,
fuck.
I don't remember.
My brain just went to shit. But yeah, since that was fucking great too.
Um, so, yeah, Peacemaker, I'm really excited to see how this plays out. And again, I hope we get a second season.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling you, I have a theory that Rick Flag isn't dead.
You know, you were telling me that theory, and that theory makes a lot of sense.
Because he's having a lot of, like, um, he's having a lot of fucking, like, regret for doing it. And,
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like they wouldn't keep showing him. Because this is twice now that we've seen.
Yeah.
Uh, so.
Well, even from the first episode.
Yeah. So, like, he's in the comics, like I sent you the thing, was like he was actually held captive for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. The movie I was talking about with Unpaid is Super. Duh.
Oh, right, with fucking Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. That was real dumb of me. Did I remember it was fucking called Super? Um.
But no, like I think he's alive. I think
Yeah.
he'll show up at some point, probably at the end of the season, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Because I don't think he's dead. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. If Peacemaker was able to get shot in the neck,
I have a building
and
fall on him.
fall out, and all he got was a broken clavicle.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you got to think about it. He is also very very superhero-ish.
yeah. But if
He's
you
got
look at,
he's got a little bit of the super soldier serum in him.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but if you also look at the size of fucking Joel Kinnaman, you're like, oh yeah, he's about the same. He could be
Yeah.
John Cena's stunt double.
Yeah, he pretty good. He really can do.
Which is funny because he was a scrawny shit in that RoboCop remake.
Yeah, he was. But I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy that remake.
No, no.
It was fun.
I'm
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
Granted, you didn't have somebody getting shot in the dick, but it was still fun.
Oh man,
That's a famous scene, dude. It's one of the best scenes ever.
there's actually toy memes that go on with that,
Really?
where it's like, yeah, it's like you see like the action figure on like the old style packaging, shells, and it's like. And it's like an action figure with like a red mark on his dick.
That's hilarious.
And it's like, the guy that got shot in the dick.
Nice. Nice. One of my favorite things that came off of that was there's a video somewhere online where he just starts shooting everybody in the dick.
Oh god.
Which is fucking hilarious, dude. And it's fucking great. And it goes on for like 5 minutes.
That's just him shooting.
Like that 3 minute, that like 2 minute scene turns into like a whole 5 minute like slaughter of dicks.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I think that's gonna be the episode title, The Slaughter of Dicks.
Slaughter of Dicks. So aside from that, yeah. As per your suggestion, Injustice on HBO.
Oh boy.
That was the best.
Boy.
That was the most fun I had watching a DC animated movie in a while. Like, as good as The Long Halloween was.
Yeah.
Like, for Long Halloween, I enjoyed part 1 more than 2.
Yeah. I agree.
2 felt a little rushed.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Well, not that it was rushed. I don't think it was rushed. I think it was more like even though the source material is fucking fantastic, they didn't necessarily go exactly by the source material. Which kind of took away from what we saw.
Yeah.
Because it slowed down a considerable amount as compared to the first one.
Yeah. But Injustice was like violent from the start, pretty much.
Yep. It was bloody as fuck.
How Flash died.
Oh, that was great. I was not expecting that.
No, I wasn't either. Like, oh, check the tunnels, and he's like in Scarecrow's base, and it's like
Uh-huh.
he can't move, and then oh, here's like this arm with a fucking buzzsaw.
But not just that, but the fact that he winds up getting the the scarecrow serum came into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
air,
yeah.
so he started to see shit.
Uh huh.
And then for some reason something comes out of the ground and grabs him and pulls him down.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't run anywhere. And then that's when a fucking saw just comes out and just chops him. Fucking fantastic, dude.
Like, uh, it was about as it was about as unexpected as fucking when Omni Man killed their version of Flash.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
No.
Also, another thing, even though we saw it in the trailer,
Yeah.
um, when Superman just punches the shit out of the fucking Joker.
He just punches a hole through.
Yeah. And then he goes ahead and he does that again towards the end when he fucking punches Solomon Grundy in half, pretty much.
He punched him, but then he flew through him.
Yeah. No. He punched through him and then he kept running with him.
Oh.
Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Um,
It's dark as fuck, dude.
dark as fuck. I did not expect fucking Damian to kill Nightwing on accident.
Yeah, I was not expecting that either.
The
I was not
fucking-
expecting all the heroes to die, pretty much.
But, like, I did not expect Plastic Man to be the star of the fucking movie.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep,
Plasty.
Yep. Fucking Plastic Man, dude.
When they're in that like conference room, the one that was like through like the dirty looking
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great.
And then like they talk about Plastic Man and
He's like, I've been sitting here this whole time. Because
Oh,
who do you have sitting on him? Was
Harley.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good. So like in presets, like I've seen the game, I've seen the comics, did not read either one of them, so I didn't know what exactly was coming out of it. Like I had a bit of an understanding of
Right.
of the story, but I didn't know where or how this was gonna do.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be that dark.
Yeah, yeah. Granted, like from what we've seen in like
Yeah.
the games and stuff, it is pretty dark because
Right.
at this point, technically, Superman gets
no humanity
enraged. Yeah, he has no he becomes like Omni-Man essentially,
Yeah.
and he starts going crazy because for the reasons is that Lois Lane winds up getting pregnant, and the Joker pretty much kills her.
And that was dark as fuck too. They fucking
Yeah.
made him think that it was the Joker out in space,
Yep.
and then it turned out it was Lois.
Yep.
And then having the bomb in her chest or the detonator to
Mhm.
blow up fucking half of
Mhm.
Metropolis.
Yep.
That was insane.
Fucking nuts, dude.
I love when he went to all like the countries that were like feuding, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Be friends, or I'll be back," or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Be friends. Play nice.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to come fuck you guys up.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that was a good one.
I think it was cool how he basically had the dude from Arrow, the guy with the T on his face. I forget his fucking name.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, that guy. Which is a stupid fucking name. But how he has him make the T cells or whatever, the T bombs,
Mm-hmm.
to basically get rid of all the guns in the world.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, and he's like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, yeah, you're gonna fucking do this. If not, you're gonna be against me. It was fucking nuts the way he did it.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Like, Hero Harley.
Hero Harley was the best, dude.
Yeah. Fucking, like I was telling you, the whole thing, like the quiver.
Yeah. It was fucking
It's like-
fantastic. She was like, oh yeah, why is it the Arrow Cave? We're like, well, Batman got the Bat Cave. Why can't I have the Arrow Cave? I'm like, yeah, because it sounds fucking stupid. And essentially, it does sound fucking stupid.
It does sound, yeah.
Yeah. Granted, the
When I
bat
was
cave
little,
makes sense because, of course, bats are
it's a
usually in
bat.
caves and stuff. But what the fuck is Arrow doing in a cave? It's fucking
Right.
dumb. Yeah. But yeah, it was fucking hilarious, dude.
That was great.
So
Um,
much good shit in the show.
so much good shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched anything else.
Okay.
I mean, I probably have, but I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. Um. So, being that I was out on sick leave from work, because I was sick,
You
I
you
did.
watched you watched everything.
I didn't watch everything. I did watch a couple things, and the couple things meaning one movie and 3 seasons of a TV show. Um, the one movie that I watched was The Last Duel, which came out. I think it was earlier this year, or last year, whatever. And it starred Matt Damon and um Kylo Ren. And as I watched it, I was like, okay, this should be all right because it was also directed by Ridley Scott, who's done a bazillion awesome things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was like, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Why not? Because it was on HBO, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. It's cool. Um, and I'm watching it. I'm like, this is really fucking good. It takes place in the Arthurian times, so it's an old timey type flick or whatever. And the essential thing about the story is that it's one of those stories where you're just like, who really did it? What's the
Okay.
truth? So it's
Okay.
basically all about finding out the real truth. So you have uh, Matt Damon's character has one truth, then Adam Driver's character has another truth that essentially don't necessarily tie in with each other because they both have a different story to tell in a way.
Okay.
Because there's some shit that happens that Adam Driver pretty much rapes uh, Matt Damon's wife,
Okay.
played by Jodie Comer, who is in Killing Eve. Fucking fantastic
Okay.
actress. He pretty much rapes her, and the final truth is basically like uh, Matt Damon saying like, "Oh yeah, he raped her. I want him to fucking go through trial and everything, and I want to duel him at the end, no matter what."
Okay.
So and then he's like, "I didn't do anything," but we see that he did.
Got.
He's telling the his boss, who essentially is actually Ben Affleck in this. He's telling his boss like, "Yo, I did it, but like nobody's really supposed to know because I'm not supposed to be doing these things." And he's like, "Oh no, you just basically do you want to fucking go down as being somebody that basically ruined the marriage or ruined this woman or whatever?" And he's like, "Not really, but fuck that bitch because I wanted her and I got what I wanted," which is the most fucking screwy, like fucking assholish move you can think of. You're like, oh
Right.
yeah, I'm just gonna fuck this dude's wife, like, because I just want to do that behind his back. Um, and he rapes her, and they show it 3 different times. Of course,
Damn.
they tone it down a little bit. They make it a little, a little necessarily like fucking PG-13, but it is rated. It's a rape scene, but you don't see the actual penetration type shit. It's like what you would expect to see in a fucking in like uh like softcore, hardcore, not really weird ass whatever. But yeah, they show it in all three different three essential scenes because of course, like I said, you're getting one story from Matt Damon, the other story from Adam Driver, and the other story from the wife.
Okay.
So it basically shows how each person thinks the show went. And it is fucking great. It is a really good fucking movie, minus the rapey parts. But um, it's a really good watch. I enjoyed it. And I'll recommend everybody to watch it. It didn't really get much play because, of course, this came out pretty much at the height of fucking the pandemic and shit. So nobody really watched it in theaters because that's the only place that really came out to. Because, of course, Ridley Scott at that point was like, I just want to fuck everybody to see my shit in theaters. Because the scope of the movie is actually very, very you kind of want to see it in theaters because it is shot very beautifully.
Okay.
But of course you couldn't really do that then.
Right. Not
But
unless you wanted to catch something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But it was actually really good. I enjoyed it a lot, and yeah, I was excited for it. It was a cool flick. So check it out if you guys want to check it out. See something old timey with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Actually, Ben Affleck has a decent accent in this because he doesn't sound stupid when he's talking. But
it's on my radar.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. And then
Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Go for it, dude. It's fucking good. It's a little slow at times, but it's worth a watch. Then the other thing that I watched, following along with the Boston accents, for a while I had originally watched the first 2 seasons of Ray Donovan years ago, and I was I had nothing else better to do, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch Ray Donovan because this past weekend we got the Ray Donovan movie came out.
Right, because the show had gotten canceled after the 5th season, right?
After the 7th season.
After the 7th season, right? And then the plot didn't have enough time to wrap up or something.
Right, it didn't finish technically. Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, they'll make another movie.
Oh, I would not be surprised, but I kind of want to see where it's gonna go. So I was like, I'm gonna keep watching this show. So in this last week, from Saturday until what was it? Yesterday or the day before yesterday, I watched 3 seasons of Ray Donovan. So I originally watched season 1 and 2. Then I watched season 3, season 4, 5 in 4 or 5 days. Fucking nuts, dude. It is such a good fucking show.
It really, I liked it from the beginning. Like that first moment where Ray has to, do some handling and some fixing.
Yeah.
With was it the stripper in the bed, I think?
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay. And John Voight is just fucking nuts, and he gets progressively crazier as that series went on.
Yeah. Oh, it gets even nutser. So taking it back just a little bit. Liev Schreiber. It follows Liev Schreiber's character, Ray Donovan, who is essentially a fixer-upper, but not like Fix It Felix, but Ray Donovan, what he does, he fixes most of celebrities' dumb shit because celebrities, a lot of them, they get reckless with their money and they start doing stupid things as their careers tend to flourish in ways. And what he does, he's hired by these producers in Hollywood. They're like, I want you to fix this problem that's been going on, and that's his thing. It's kind of like being kind of like being a hitman, but not really, because technically he's not really killing people, but essentially he really is. But he's also fabricating truths.
Yeah, but
to make things look.
He's still trying to balance family time.
Yes, which at that point it essentially winds up becoming something very similar to The Sopranos in a way, because you have that family element with something that's very it's very dark at the same time, which is fucking fantastic. And the storytelling in it is fucking great, dude. Like, kudos to the writers of this fucking show. because every single episode it leaves you thinking like, holy shit, what the fuck could possibly be happening next?
Yeah. Uh, and then the whole like, I think where I fell off, not because I was bored, just because life.
Mm-hmm.
It was after Bunchy got the money from the abuse,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I know he like set his house on fire,
Yep.
and then
That's literally like I think the mid season 2.
I probably watched season 3 and then fell off.
Yeah. What was
And
the
then
last thing that you were watching?
the last thing, the brother who's the boxer, that was like the shootout. And I'm like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah. So that was the end of season 2 actually.
okay, so that's the
Yeah,
last thing I
the
watched.
shootout was the last episode of season 2,
Okay,
which at that point leads to uh the Russians and the Armenians and all that shit. It just
gotcha.
gets crazy. Just gets fucking nuts.
Yeah, I gotta get back into it.
It is fucking great. It is a great fucking show. Uh, Liev Schreiber is fucking amazing.
Oh, he's one of my favorite actors, like ever.
Like he is so fucking good in everything that he does in this. Like I can't help but just imagine like shit. He can
Uh,
hold the whole fucking show no matter what it is.
oh yeah, one of my favorite roles that he had was his first role, or first or second role in like ever. It was in the '90s. It was a movie called Mixed Nuts
Oh yes, I
with
remember that.
Gary Shandling, Rita Wilson, Steve Martin, Juliette Lewis, Anthony LaPaglia,
Hmm.
uh, Robert Klein, and then the late great Madeline Kahn,
Mm,
um, and Adam Sandler as well. And we just watched it this holiday
nice.
because I love that movie, but my wife's never seen it.
Hmm.
And so I forgot that Liev was the crossdresser.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
he was
Yeah.
great in that in the '90s, and then like everything he's been in since, and
Hmm.
then, but yeah, fucking, I mean, fucking, he was Cotton Weary in Scream,
Yep. Yep.
but then then he
But
became Ray
essentially,
Donovan.
what the great thing about going through Liev Schreiber's career is that you see
Mm-hmm.
his growth since
Mm-hmm.
the beginning. You see where he's come from to where he is now, and you're just like, holy shit, he's had so many different roles, so many different characters. We even saw him as a fucking superhero, as a villain, as fucking Sabretooth. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and we just keep going down, and you're just like, shit, he just gets crazier and crazier, and still does an even better and better job every single time.
It's like he always had it, but
Yeah,
now he has it plus range
yeah,
because he can make
absolutely.
yeah because he can play anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I fucking love it. And what I love about the show is that like it's grown and
Mm-hmm.
then it's changed, and then season 5 takes a bit of a twist because I guess a bit of a spoiler for those that haven't watched it, but um his wife on the show essentially winds up in season 4. She pretty much gets a diagnosis with breast cancer, but
Right.
she doesn't want to go through therapy through any of the
Yeah.
fucking like radioactive therapy or anything, and
Right.
she's like, "Fuck it, I
She
don't
just
want to
wants
do any
to.
of that."
Yeah. I knew about that. My mom actually told me.
Right. So what essentially winds up happening is that uh in the beginning of season 5, her and Ray Donovan wind up getting into an accident, like a huge accident. They fucking pretty much fly off a cliff. Tree pretty much like fucks them all up, and then right after that, she winds up her cancer gets worse and
Okay.
worse and worse. So what's crazy about season 5 is that it goes back and forth between that point and where they're at the end of the season. So it just goes back and forth between the beginning and the end. So you're just like, did she wind up dying? Well, obviously, you kind of wind up seeing that she did die towards the end, but
Okay.
towards like the second episode, actually, you like, okay, yeah, she did die. But you see how her like throughout the season, you see her like um getting not healthy. So like she gets worse and worse through every episode that you see.
Okay.
Like you see her hair starting to fall out. She starts to look super pale, starts to lose color. Essentially to the last episode that she's just like, I just don't want to do anything. And she's sitting in bed and then uh um the other brother, the dude um with the Parkinson's,
Yeah.
he helps her technically like kill herself. He gives her all her pills and she's like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And it fucking brings you to fucking tears, dude. I wasn't expecting that. Like I started crying like a little bitch. I was like, no, she was because she's such a good actress. Like she's so
Mm-hmm.
fucking good. And to see the fact that like you kind of like saying like, oh yeah, like I liked Carmela in The Sopranos. And as you go through, you're like, yo, she's a badass. And then like you think about it, like, yeah, she gets sick, and what happens if she would die? And this is what you see, and you're just like, this fucking sucks. It's a great fucking show, but it's sad, dude. Like the
I, I think that's like, yeah, like my mom told me about that, and she was not ready for it
I
because that's
wasn't
how
ready
my,
either.
but like it hit home because that's how my dad died, was
Yeah,
cancer. So you watched him get sick and fade into nothing,
yeah,
even though he had his whatever treatment and whatever. But like, um, so she was like, I have to tell you something. I'm like, what? She goes, Abby dies. Cancer. I'm like, well, thanks for spoiling the show, but
hmm
thank you.
yeah. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy, dude.
I gotta get back into it.
It's really fucking good. So for those that want to watch a great fucking series, go check out Ray Donovan. Um, it's by far one of the best fucking shows in a long time. And then another person that's in the show is actually somebody that's in another amazing fucking show. In season 5, he shows up. Is Dominic Lumber? How do you pronounce his fucking name? He was in The Wire. He was the cop in The Wire.
Okay. The
Dominic
bald
Lumber. Yeah, the bald guy.
the bald guy who was like he was also in that show with like the cons,
Mm-hmm.
the ex cons or whatever. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
he's fucking great. Um, and what I was telling you, Brian, is that it season 5 they pretty much leave LA. Of course, because his wife died and shit. He's selling the house. The kids are all growing up. His son went to go into the Marines. His daughter is going to NYU, and he's like, "Fuck it, what's the point of me staying over there if I'm like I have nothing over there anymore?" So he comes to New York because one of his main clients is fucking Susan Sarandon. And I'm just like, oh my god, Susan Sarandon. She's attractive now for a lady that's in her 70s and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of I messaged you. I was like, yo, like she was hot back in the day. And I was like, and then I looked her up and I was like, oh yeah, she was in fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yes, it was.
tying into what happened today with Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Fucking Meatloaf, dude.
Meatloaf died today.
Yeah, Meatloaf died today. But not only just Meatloaf, but fucking Life of Louie, fucking Louis Anderson.
Like Louis Anderson, I I saw actually. It's so fucked that he died today. I
Yeah.
mean, in general, but today, and not just because of Meatloaf dying first, but like last night or yesterday afternoon, I read an article that he had a health scare and he
Mm-hmm.
was diagnosed with some sort of lymphoma.
Yep.
But the
Yeah,
next
because
day,
because he's been suffering for the last few months with
yeah,
like some type of blood cancer,
yeah,
and he was going through treatment and stuff like that.
Man,
And
Lu-
it just caught up with him.
and Louis Anderson was one of those comics that, especially if you're like if you guys listening or watching or like Steve and myself, if you're like kids that grew up in like the 80s to the 90s,
Hmm.
it's like Louis Anderson was in everything.
Yeah, he was.
He was like the comic. You
Yep.
know, you're like, oh, the large guy with the growl. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and Louis Anderson, for those that are big fans of 80s movies. I mean, he was he was a McDowell's employee in Coming to America.
Yeah. Yep.
He's washing lettuce.
Yeah. He
Um,
like recently he had his own show that he won a fucking Emmy for, fucking
yeah,
Baskets, where he plays a transgender person or whatever.
yeah, and like I know that they were originally in talks to sort of revive Life with Louis.
And that was another amazing show because I used to watch the fuck out of that back in
Oh,
the
I
day
love that show. We're like, it was on what Saturday mornings
on Fox.
on Fox.
Like most things back in the day were on
Uh
fucking
huh.
Fox. You know?
Yup. Um. So yeah, fucking.
Fucking
Before
sad, yo.
it's fucking sad. The first thing I saw, or the first thing I posted, um, after I saw about Meatloaf,
Hmm.
right? Uh,
His name was Robert Paulson.
his name was Robert Paulson.
Yep. I posted that on Twitter too.
Yeah, man.
I posted that with a sad face. And then right after that, I fucking posted Louis crying. Oh, actually, no, it was Louis sweating
Yeah,
with another sad face. Like,
but
Jesus,
like,
man.
I know it's it's been a year for celebrity deaths, right?
Hmm.
It started with
And
Betty
it's
White,
all, but essentially Betty White was the last year.
right? But it was like right before
Yeah, it was the 31st. Like,
30.
yeah.
Yeah, but we had Bob Saget, we had Sidney
Hmm.
Poitier,
Hmm.
and now we have Meatloaf and Louis Anderson,
Yep.
and like it just fucking sucks. Uh,
Yeah.
well, Meatloaf, the rumor is that it was COVID,
Yep.
and he was an anti-masker, anti-vaxer.
Yeah.
Well, it's also anti-living.
Yeah. He was also like 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and then with Louis was cancer. It sucks.
Yeah.
And the last time, I don't remember two dying on the same day since like
A
Farrah
long
Fawcett and
time.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Right.
Farrah Fawcett died first, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Farrah!"
Uh huh.
And then Michael Jackson died like suddenly, and then everybody forgot about Farrah Fawcett. It's like, no,
Yep.
but she also was the person that died.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
People don't remember that. I completely forgot that she did die. But yeah.
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 2009, which is fucking crazy. That's that long ago.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Sad shit.
Sad
But I
shit.
guess it's time to get into some not so sad shit.
Let's be happy about
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Let's be happy about shit and let's get into some fucking geek shit. Because of course, we got a lot of geek shit. Well, we got a decent amount of geek shit. I wouldn't say a lot of shit, but we got a decent amount of shit. First thing that came out this week, something it's huge fucking news. Especially for those that play video games.
Yeah.
Xbox and Microsoft pretty much uh acquired Blizzard for the most part.
For a lot of billions.
Yeah, for I think it was what like $40 billion or some shit like that.
Something extravagant. Yeah.
Like a ridiculous amount of money. Granted, it's because Activision and Blizzard make a bazillion amounts of monies too.
Right. I mean, Activision is Call of Duty, so that you
Yeah,
have one every year.
yeah,
I forget what Blizzard makes off the top of my head, but they
yeah.
also make a lot of fucking games. Blizzard did Warcraft,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and I
They bought it for $68.7 billion.
that's insane.
Yeah, absolutely fucking insane.
Why don't we have that kind of money?
I wish, cause technically, you know what it is. We're not making these fucking games.
Yeah,
Like
I
we
decide.
we we do just minor coding on a website and minor editings with audios and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
but we don't make fucking stupid video games that people
Yeah.
love. Yeah, but some of the games that they've had or they're going to be getting is fucking Call of Duty, of course, Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games and shit.
Oh wow.
So much fucking shit, dude.
That's a large list.
Yeah, and that's not even a large list. That's just a
I know.
few.
A few names.
Yeah,
Like so thinking about that now, right? So I'm more of a PlayStation guy,
absolutely.
but but I skipped PlayStation 3
Hmm.
because I went to Xbox 360, which was a great fucking system, and I still have it too,
Right. Yeah.
along with every other system I own.
Hmm. Which is only
Um,
fair.
it's only fair. Got to eventually have the nerd cave. I don't care if I'm 75. I'm gonna have that nerd cave. And here,
Even if I don't have the switch to fucking collect the fucking
because like
the
I want to,
from over and over.
because here's what I want to put in the cave. Ready? I have my SNES,
Hmm.
my Dreamcast,
Okay.
PlayStation,
Nice.
PlayStation 2,
Okay.
PlayStation 4,
Uh huh.
Xbox 360,
Nice.
Nintendo GameCube,
Okay.
my Switch, and my PSP when I want to do handheld shit.
Nice.
I have a lot of fucking games.
Yeah. Yeah. I can
Any
see that. Very.
anyway,
Very.
so
Yeah.
being a gamer, I've played a lot of fucking games,
Uh huh.
right? And I played a lot of Call of Duty. I played a lot of everything, but more so Call of Duty out of the stuff listed. But my brother, on the other hand, right? So my brother is 10 years younger. He's born in '90, and Kevin would basically play the fuck out of those Tony Hawk games when he wasn't playing the Modern Warfare games. So the fact that these games go back a long time,
Right.
and now, well, they started a long time, and they're still
Oh yeah.
going.
Oh yeah. Like they just
Um,
came out with a Tony Hawk what this year
yeah,
or last
and
year?
didn't Renee just like recently speak about how high end like the new Call of Duty was?
Uh huh.
And so like all these games are coming out, and they've been every year for the most part, especially Call of Duty, every year
Yep.
for them. Um, but and even like when Modern Warfare 2 happened,
Yep.
and then Infinite ended, and so there was a lot of like how we gonna do Modern Warfare 3, and
Yeah.
so you have like
How are we
Ghost.
gonna continue the brand essentially?
Yeah, but then Activision figured it out and they went with it, and the Modern Warfare 3 was okay. It wasn't great, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't bad.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm more about campaign than I am online.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck the multiplayer. The fucking campaigns are the best, dude.
But like, I can't tell you how many fucking nights living here in this house,
Mm-hmm.
in when obviously I didn't even know my wife yet, and obviously didn't have the children's yet. But like, I so my bedroom where my wife and I sleep is my bedroom for when I grew up at this house. And so like,
Nice.
or not grow up because I'm a Brooklyn kid, but spent a lot of years here.
Of course. Yeah. I
Um,
gotcha.
but I would lay in bed playing the fuck out of Modern Warfare, and I was a heavy soda drinker at the time, and
Oh
like,
boy.
and I had a mini fridge next to my bed.
Full of 3 liters.
No, no,
Oh,
no. I
okay.
can't. I bought like a 12 pack of Coke and just put it in the fridge and have
I
one
gotcha.
or two
Gotcha.
with the game. But I'd sit in the room and just play the fuck out of my games and spend hours playing team deathmatch, and
That's
just
fair.
like holy shit. So the fact that now Xbox owns
All of it.
that chunk of my life,
Yep. Yeah.
holy
It's
shit,
fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
and for 68.7 billion fucking dollars,
Hmm.
not doll hairs,
Yep.
dollars,
Yep. Not dull hairs.
not doll hairs. Holy
Yeah.
fucking
It's
fuck.
it's it's absolutely fucking nuts.
It's madness.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But you know what it is? It's the fact that like that's one of those companies that are just raking in the dough.
Oh yeah.
This essentially is kind of like uh DC buying like the Marvel, like Disney buying Marvel. It's the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
It's the exact same thing. Or Disney buying Fox.
Right.
Yeah. Um. So here's how good this purchase is. Here's how why this was a wise investment. Um, if you flash back to the time when I was a big Call of Duty player,
Mm-hmm.
living out here, of course, I would go to GameStop um, for Midnight Madness. And if people don't know what the fuck Midnight Madness is, it's literally you
You
go
can buy
you
games at midnight.
you go to GameStop or Toys R Us at the time,
Mm-hmm.
Best Buy, all these play anybody that sells video games, and you go hours before midnight to stand in line
Yep.
and wait and wait and wait for midnight to hit, so you're allowed in the store to buy
Yep.
the game the midnight because it's technically the Tuesday, right? It was always a Monday
Yep.
at midnight for Tuesday. Buy your game, take it home, and play that shit till fucking 4 a.m. You
Yeah.
know, so that was and GameStop out here used to have the military come out here, and they would have a tank. They would have dudes in obviously in their uniform. They would have like a ghillie, right? They'd have the ghillie suit all like camouflaged on top of the table that they were sit at.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, some people were they were partially there to recruit. Don't get me
Of
wrong,
course. Of course. Why would they not be there to recruit?
right? But they also one year had the dog tag machine, and they were making you legitimate dog tags for whatever the fuck you wanted on there.
Nice.
Like I got my actual info on there because I wanted to
Nice.
like just to have because
Of course.
like
It's only right.
yeah like but then um like people put their like fucking like Xbox names on their dog tag and
Mm-hmm.
shit and the hype and everything. It's like holy hell.
Yep.
And then you make friends, you know, that you make, and then you either get their contact info and still chat with them, or you just say fuck it and be like, all right, you know, it was cool chatting with you for like 2 hours or an hour or 4 hours, and be like, all right, bye, you know, and you probably run into them like the next Midnight Madness,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
which I remember actually. There was this one kid, uh, younger kid. He was there with his mom,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there with my ex, and like she bought pizza. Like she stayed the whole thing, and like she bought pizza from the place like 2 doors down, and
Nice.
like we were eating some pizza, and then they, like the kid was like, "Hey," and we're like, "Yeah, dude, like have a slice. Have your mom have a slice. Whoever wants a slice, like we're you know." And so like I forget the kid's name, but like we later became Xbox buddies. Like he was like a friend, and like you know we'd play in like team deathmatch and shit.
Of course.
You know, but that's you know, you're looking at like Xbox buying Activision, and which they basically, as I said before, they bought a good chunk of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Oh man, so
It's crazy. It's fucking nuts, dude.
it's nuts.
Yeah. Then some other shit that's kind of nuts that came out this week that
Oh
like
yeah.
kind of threw me off because I was not expecting this.
Oh me neither.
Because it's one of those things. Just like, wait, could this really be fucking true? Because I thought you were joking when you told me this at first. Um, and what I'm talking about is Daniel Radcliffe, who we know as Harry Potter, is set to play Weird Al Yankovic in a biopic.
I all right. I'm not sure how I feel about this because uh, I know Steve knows. You guys know or you
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
I'm a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan. I grew
absolutely.
up li- I grew up listening to Weird Al. Like
Yeah,
I still remember the day that my aunt and uncle we'd be there at my because we were there to like play with my cousin who's a little bit older than my sister, um, and a couple of years older than me. Like shared the same interests because he was an only child and I, you know, like didn't have a brother, so or an older brother anyway. So Playmates Turtles figures, GI Joe, Super Nintendo. That's the first fucking time I ever played F Zero. Uh, you know, like they buy him a copy of a video game, they'd buy me the same game. You know,
Nice.
like yeah, I miss his parents. They were amazing people. But like um yeah, so like I remember listening to Weird Al Yankovic for the first time, going, "Holy shit! Like this is amazing. This
Uh-huh.
is really funny."
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
I started with the well, I heard the old stuff after I heard what was new at the time was the "Smells Like Nirvana" album,
Ah, nice. Yes. Okay.
off the Deep
Okay.
End. Um, so like heard stuff, and then obviously like continued going on, and even seeing him in 2019, which was
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
And despite how hot it was that day, it was fucking brutal
Of
out.
course.
The stadium was giving away free water.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. That's
and
awesome.
Weird Al still put on every fucking outfit for the songs.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because
he put
he's
on
a
a show.
showman, dude.
He really is. Anyway, so like being a gigantic Weird Al Yankovic fan, I know Daniel Radcliffe grew up. He's not just Harry Potter. He can act,
Right. He can act his ass off, dude.
but I don't know if he's gonna. First off, why do we need a Weird Al bio pick?
Right. Why
But
not? He's not. He's not like he's been nominated for a bunch of different awards. So this essentially would be kind of like his Grammy or whatever, because he hasn't won a Grammy, has he? Or am I
I'm
tripping?
I'm pretty positive
I know
he
he's been
has.
nominated.
But like,
I don't think he's
why
actually won though.
why do we need an actual biopic? We had that Funny or Die bullshit one a couple of years back with
Why
Aaron
not?
Paul. With Aaron Paul as Red Eye Yankovic.
Yeah, well, that's Aaron Paul though. Need somebody that's actually pretty good at acting. Um,
Wow,
it's
bitch.
okay. It's okay. He's not gonna complain about it. It'll be fine. Um, but yeah, dude, I wouldn't mind this because like I've seen how Daniel Radcliffe can act, and he can do the dramatic stage, he can do the hilarious stuff, he can do everything pretty much. So like I'm excited to see where he's gonna take this and how he's gonna make the character grow and basically kind of show us what it is to be Weird Al. I kind of want to see that. I want to see where it's gonna go.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna watch it,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
but like, I don't know why we need this.
Yeah, I don't see why not. There's no reason not to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I ask you what's the reason why not, do we not need it? No, yeah, we need it. Why the fuck not? They put out a bunch of other shit, so why the fuck not? A bunch of other shit that we can give a fuck less about,
Oh yeah.
like more reality shows, like My 600 Pound Life. What the fuck? Who the fuck cares about My 600 Pound Life? I sure as
Oh
hell
yeah.
don't.
It's like
Granted, I
that.
get it. I get people want to see, what they don't want to get into, but
Right.
yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want to watch My 600 Pound Life or fucking Doctor Pimple Popper.
yeah. What the
Why do
fuck?
Why do we need that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Don't need it.
it's almost like back in the day where like on basic cable, they had it was on the Learning Channel actually before it
Hmm.
was TLC.
Yeah. Well,
Where
it
they had like
essentially is TLC. That's what
right,
the
but I mean,
learning channel is.
but it was actually literally called the Learning Channel
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Um,
No abbreviation.
no,
'Cause it
um,
takes too much energy to fucking actually say the learning channel.
right. Uh, it's like BRB is the same as
Yeah.
Be Right Back. Like it's
Oh,
the
you know what
same.
was funny? Going to add to these shits.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening somewhere something, and the dude said ASAP. We need to do something ASAP. Where the
Mm-hmm.
fuck did we get ASAP from? What does that even mean? How the fuck do you not know what ASAP means?
Yeah, seriously. I've been saying as soon as possible or ASAP since like I first got a job.
Granted, I'm almost 40. I'm what 39 this year, and I'm just thinking like the person that I was listening to is not a young person either. So where the
But
fuck is your brain? How can you think that you don't know what the fuck ASAP means? Where the fuck is the
yeah,
idiot? Come on, people.
what the actual fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was just a weird tangent that just
No,
popped into my head when you started bringing up these acronyms and shit, like TLC and fucking BRB.
but
Yeah,
anyway,
okay, we can
so
continue.
TLC used to have like actual operations on TV. Like I watched them. I watched a brain tumor surgery once.
Hmm.
It was like midnight, and I'm up, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
oh
I
shit,
think I think I think I saw that same one too.
that's like, oh yeah, that's a brain.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, look, they got in that tumor thing.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like intrigued by it.
Yeah. When you could actually like kind of learn stuff back then.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, you weren't gonna do your own fucking surgery and shit,
Right.
but you saw the process of all that stuff. Kind of what essentially wound up happening to fucking like TBS started doing that shit on TBS too,
Mm-hmm.
because people didn't have fucking money for cable. So they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna put it over there on TBS at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah,
But yeah, the
Weird
point
Al
is,
is gonna
I
be
don't mind
awesome.
I don't mind watching things like that, but I don't care about Doctor Pimple Popper.
Yeah, fuck the Lock and Pimple Popper, because that's kind of gross. But it's
Yeah.
so soothing. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's fucking gross.
My
Go
wife
clean,
watches that
clean your
shit
fucking
sometimes.
faces. Clean your fucking
My wife,
faces so we don't have to fucking get fucking Dr. Pimple Poppers anymore.
I've caught my wife watching that before.
Yeah,
Like they
I know.
keep
I know plenty
calling,
of people that watch it.
but I'm like, no,
Yeah, no, why? Like my fucking, like my daughter, she was trying to watch it the other day. Like when she was here last time, she was like, "I want to watch Dr. Pimple." No, no, shut up! Don't, no,
no, no
no,
one should, no one should ever watch that ever.
no, no, not on my fucking no. Get out of here, my face. Some other awesome news that came out this week. Um, Something that like we've both watched, we've both enjoyed was and obviously like the whole world pretty much enjoyed the fuck out of this because it just
Hmm.
went fucking crazy everywhere.
Especially because it was one of those things to watch while you were stuck at home because of a pandemic.
Right,
Because at the time it was the Delta variant.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. And what we're talking about now is Squid Games. You got news that it's official. They will be making a second season for Squid Games, which is fucking cool. Because of course, at the end of the first one, they kind of left it open for
Yeah.
what could have possibly come out of it.
Like I with that show, as I mentioned in the past, I watched it with the English dubbing. I didn't do the
Hmm.
subtitles. I don't like to read TV.
Yeah.
Um, and so like I watched it, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Like, what the hell am I watching?" Because
Hmm.
when I first saw the thumbnail on Netflix, without reading it or anything, I just saw the picture and I was just like, "Oh, was like a Japanese game show."
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Meh.
It was one of those like silly game shows that they used to do
Yeah,
back in the day. Yeah.
like the Impossible, like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Um,
Yep.
and so like, yeah, I was watching. I was going to watch whatever else. I'm like, all right, let me see. And then I like saw the picture a couple of times, right? I'm like, oh, let me put on the trailer part because now Netflix does the trailer.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, this is fucked up.
Yeah. It is not just a game.
No.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I watched the whole show in one day.
Yeah.
Right?
You did. You did
Yeah,
because I was like, oh, I want to watch it. You're like, I'm watching episode 4. I'm watching episode 8. Like
yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, slow the
I
fuck down.
I flew through Squid Game because I need to know what happens next. And like the fact that season 2 is actually happening, I'm excited about because there are so many fucked up moments in season 1.
Absolutely.
But like I want to know more about the guys like the masks, like
Hmm.
the rich people, I mean.
Yeah.
And like I want to know, did the cop live? I want to know like
Where did the story go? Where did all the
yeah,
other characters that we've seen throughout the show that actually survived?
yeah.
what happened to them, or who else is gonna be coming into this? Who else is gonna be fucking being a degenerate that winds up fucking
And
wanting to make money after not being able to make money in the first place?
and is our main protagonist gonna be participating in any more games?
Right.
Because who's to say who's to say they don't pass the torch to some other character? They could,
Hmm.
because Squid Game was so fucked up that you knew everybody eventually had to die,
Yeah.
but you kind of got immersed into their stories and their
Or
backstory. Yeah,
or are they gonna bring it to another place, like a different country, other
right. I
than
mean,
Japan?
right. Who's to say there's not a Squid Game all over the world?
Right. Exactly.
Because there were
Exactly.
Americans in that.
Yeah. They were American. They were the Brits, of course, and a lot of those, because I watched, like, of course, you said you watch it without the subtitles. Well, without subtitles and just dubbed. I watch it with both. I watch it dubbed and with subtitles because, of course,
Okay,
sometimes I like to see where the story tends to change with the language or whatever, the language change and everything.
got it.
Um, Yeah, and there were some characters there that you could obviously see that they aren't necessarily American. You could see by just the way that their mouths move that it's not regular English. It's either it's like from the Netherlands or somewhere, or like New Zealand and stuff like that. So like I kind of want to see where it's going to, where it could be, essentially ending up at. But I'm pretty sure it's probably just gonna stay in Japan. But would be
Probably.
cool. Would be cool. Hopefully not an American spin-off, but uh continuation away to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh yeah, Squid Games is awesome. So yes, give us more. That's some other shit, of course. Um Big fans of Knives Out. She was fucking great. From
Yeah.
beginning to end, it was fucking fantastic fucking movie. And a few months ago we knew that they were gonna be doing two parts, two continuations, two Knives Out for Netflix. And we're like, okay, cool. I'm excited for it because, of course, the first one was fucking amazing. And then we got news that uh, 007 is going to be in this again,
Mm-hmm.
and another huge fucking cast pretty much came out of this. But we also got news today, well, this week or whatever, that part two is going to be coming out in the fall of this year. That is fucking exciting.
That's very exciting.
Yes.
And I like that they're gonna be Netflix movies.
Yes. We don't gotta go to the movies. We just watch
Right.
it straight. Because I didn't watch the first one in the movie either. So
No, no, I saw the first one here.
yeah,
Like theatrical quality movies, but at home. Like I
there's
like.
a lot of good theatrical quality shits on the fucking Netflix.
Oh yeah. Like I when I saw Spider Man in theaters back at the end of December.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like I saw Spider Man in theaters, and aside from the ticket, and then I bought some food. It was pricey as fuck.
Yeah.
Like if I want nachos and cheese, I'll buy Tostitos, which is what they use,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get fucking nacho cheese anywhere.
Yeah.
And not
In the
queso, like
same
regular
aisle.
fucking in the
In the
same
same
aisle.
aisle.
Like
Yeah.
you can buy a fucking a tub of like Wise nacho cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You can make your own fucking popcorn, and guess
Yeah.
what? They sell the movie theater quote butter unquote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that you just put on that and make it greasy and taste like movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, everybody has a fucking big TV nowadays.
Yeah. That's
My
that's a standard now, pretty much. Because they
my
don't even
TV,
sell fucking tube TVs anymore.
no, my TV is 50 inches, and
Yeah.
and after seeing my brother-in-law's TV at fucking Christmas time,
Yep.
my big TV is now small.
Yeah, yeah. Like a few weeks ago, we went to another for Thanksgiving. We went to a bearded meetup or whatever, for at one of the dude's house, and dude had a 60-inch TV on his wall.
Yeah, like
60-inch fucking TV on his fucking wall.
my brother-in-law's TV is like 70 something.
Fucking massive,
55,
dude.
and it's flat as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like we watched every Christmas we watched A Very Merry Christmas. It's been our
Mm-hmm.
tradition for the last 5 years since it's been on,
That's fair.
or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
It came out in 2015, and so like we watched it this year, but this time it was on this fucking 75-inch television.
You see all the
Ultra,
imperfections.
yeah, like ultra HD. Like
Uh-huh.
the TV was so clear that you could like pretty much spot
You
all
feel
the
like you're in the show.
you can basically see every detail to one of Miley Cyrus's tattoos.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Um. But yeah, it's like so you have the big TV, you have popcorn, you have nachos. You you could buy a bottle of fucking Coke.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Or you could buy some regular Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too. And just immerse yourself into the experience by just staying home and saving money. So the fact
Absolutely.
the fact that we got Knives Out 2 and 3 coming to Netflix, I think that's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Hell yeah, it is. It's fucking great.
That's sort of how I felt when like The Matrix was like, oh, The Matrix is coming to HBO Max. Great. I
Yeah.
I did just that. I shut my lights out. I had some nachos.
And then you fell asleep.
And then the best part of the movie was the nachos.
Yep. Yep.
Like, oh yeah, this is The Matrix. Yeah.
The best part of the movie was just sitting on the bed.
Kinda. Well, for me, it was sitting, laying sideways on my couch.
Nice. Yeah, that'll do it.
Just going, oh yeah, this is The Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did we have this?
Yeah. 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 That happened. You know.
Yeah.
Some other shit that's actually came out that
Yeah.
was pretty fucking dope too. That I am super excited for because I was a huge fan of this back in the day.
As was I. I have, I think, almost every season on DVD.
What I'm talking about right now is fucking King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back with a reboot with Mike Judge. So it's fucking exciting. I want to see fucking King of the Hill again.
Like, one of my favorite moments in that show, and there were a lot, but one of my favorites was when Bobby says to Hank, "Can I put a gun rack on my bike?"
Huh?
And Hank was like, "That's like the proudest moment."
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm ready for more propane and propane accessories.
Hell yeah.
And
Or
it's actually
Boomhauer just talking nonsense.
Boomhauer.
Yeah, yeah,
And then Dale Gribble.
Yeah.
The biggest fucking piece of white trash.
Yeah. Absolute fucking white trash and completely.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to see what they're gonna do, especially if they're gonna update it just a little bit to like, I guess like today times.
Like,
Kind of want to see what it's gonna do, what they're gonna do with it.
I'm excited about this a lot because it seems like Mike Judge is having like a resurgence because we just got the news that we reported like 2 weeks ago about Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
Coming back.
Actually, I don't even think we talked about it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I think that's coming out for what, for Paramount or whatever.
Paramount, yeah. But like, if we haven't spoken about it, we'll talk briefly now. Mike Judge is coming out with Beavis and Butthead, but they're not teens anymore.
Yeah, they're adults. They're in
adults.
their fucking 30s, 40s.
Yeah. So like they're balding and they have beer guts.
Uh-huh.
And
they're adults now.
Yeah. But like I wonder what's gonna happen because you don't have music videos anymore.
Yep.
You know,
well,
like
we do, but they're all fucking no. You know, we have music videos, a lot of fucking music videos.
Oh right, they're on like Vimeo and all that other shit.
They're on YouTube. All the music videos are on fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
So like, there's MTV, but it's not music television.
I would love to see them put that on though and be like, what the fuck are we actually watching?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they will.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm excited for both Beavis and Butthead, which is weird because I didn't really watch the show as a kid. I saw Beavis and Butthead Do America like a lot. Right. I have it, but like the fact that we're getting a revival of that cartoon
Yep.
is nuts. So I wonder now if we're gonna get Daria.
La 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 la. That
Because
would
right,
be fucking amazing, dude.
because she was one of their classmates.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting.
That'd be fucking
Um,
dope.
Now King of the Hill. All right,
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of that series.
Yep.
Um, I mean they're gonna have to recast obviously fucking Luann because that was the late great Brittany Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah.
so like that show, one of my favorite moments was what season one was the cliffhanger, but who's
Yeah.
gonna die
Mm-hmm.
because the fucking the place exploded.
Yep.
Oh man, like,
It's fucking good, yeah.
and now I gotta go back and rewatch all of King of the Hill.
Yeah.
You know,
Mike Judge is a fucking. I keep saying Mike Judd. But yeah, Mike Judge is a fucking. He's a great fucking writer.
he's a huge, yeah, tremendous writer.
Of course, he did Beavis and Butthead. He did King of the Hill, but he also did fucking a live action show that was fucking fantastic. Fucking Silicon Valley, another great
But
fucking show.
uh, he's responsible for Idiocracy
Yep.
and Office Space.
Yep.
And one of my personal favorites, which is kind of like a hidden gem, is Extract.
Yep. Yep.
Extract is that's a brilliant fucking film.
Absolutely, it really is.
And a
Haven't seen
good
that in a
cast
long
too.
fucking time.
I bought it at back when I used to work at the furniture store. I went to lunch and I bought it. Like I'd get a sandwich and I'd buy like a bunch of DVDs at the Best Buy next door to the sandwich place.
Because it's only right.
Yeah, and like I was like Extract. I don't know it. Oh, but it's Mike Judge. Let me check this out. Oh, it's a good cast.
Yep.
And so like I watched it and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I like it. Then a couple more things that we got this week that was pretty fucking dope. I know we spoke about it a while ago. But I guess this week the first couple episodes started coming up of the new Fraggle Rock, which is fucking fantastic. I'm
Mm-hmm.
super fucking excited for Fraggle Rock. Of course, it's gonna be on Apple TV, so I probably won't see it until I watch it on fucking like the other places. But yeah, I'm super fucking excited for Fraggle Rock. Back to the Rock, it's called. And it's a modern. It's not necessarily a modern take, but it's an updated look at what Jim Henson once created. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the show.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fucking great. Super colorful, super fucking funny. And I think the first thing that I saw this week, like I think it was earlier today, um, Foo Fighters playing the theme.
Well, I mean, that actually makes sense because there's one clip that plays on the Sesame Street YouTube channel a lot, and it's all across America, and it's Dave Grohl
Mhm.
with Big Bird, and my kids love it. Like,
Of course.
my kids are Foo Fighters fans,
Oh, of course. It's only right, dude.
right? But like, um, yeah, like Dave Grohl sings all across America with Big Bird, and I forget who else is in the clip, but like the fact that the Foo Fighters are going to be working with Fraggle Rock,
Yeah.
with the Henson Company, with that's going to be fun.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. I love it.
You know what's crazy if you think about it? Jim Henson, his son Brian, is responsible for the Happy Time murders.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still remember, like people took their kids to see,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah. And that was not a kid's movie.
it's not a kids movie at all, and they made sure to pretty much tell you this.
Yep. Yeah.
But
It's not a kid's thing at all. Don't do
no.
that. Obviously now, like it might matter because of course a lot of those kids are adults now, or whatever.
Right.
But I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Fraggle Rock.
Same here.
Um,
So
it looks awesome. It looks fun. I'm excited
so
to see.
so Brian Henson, right? Well,
Uh-huh.
on the subject of him still, it's like I was googling him a couple of weeks ago or end of the year because we watched the Muppets Christmas Carol with Michael Caine and
Michael Payne.
Michael Caine and I was like, wait, I was like, Brian Henson's married to this person, and then I clicked on the name, and it's fucking Mia Sarah. She was fucking Ferris Bueller's
Really?
girlfriend. Yeah,
Holy shit! Okay.
I was like, wait, he's married to her? What? That's like one
Who
of
would
those
have
like,
known? Who would have
right?
known?
That's one of those like, wait, how the fuck did they know each other?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
scratch the head.
Yeah. Like, I would
Hmm.
have never known. Yeah. Things that make you go,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. It's fucking exciting, dude. It's a great time to be living right now.
It is. We got the return of Fraggle Rock.
Yes. And then not only just that, but we got some more comic-y shits on on the TVs coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about is fucking Moon Knight. We got the official full fucking trailer for Moon Knight. And it looks fucking fantastic.
It looks so fucking good. Like, this series is gonna be dark as fuck for Disney.
Yes.
This is gonna be like, this is gonna give us all an example of what Daredevil and Punisher would look like being a Disneyfied
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
Um, and I still one of the funniest moments recently. So everybody is looking for a Moon Knight action figure now.
Nice.
Everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I skipped the Mezco ones. I don't care. I have the Hasbro one. It looks dope. Um, and somebody got theirs through like another person or whatever, and there was a red mark on the white because it's the all white outfit, and it's cloth,
Ooh.
or cloth and pleather, right? But the
Ooh.
red mark was there. So somebody was like, "Who cares? Like, just add some more red to the outfit because that he doesn't stay pure white for that long."
Yeah, no, it gets bloody after a while, yeah.
So like, I'm excited to see where they take Spectre.
Oh
And
yes.
and Oscar Isaac, right? The man is one of the best actors in Hollywood to date.
Yep.
Because if one, like I was saying about, Liev, Oscar Isaac has range.
Oh yeah.
The man can play anything, all
Yeah.
right? I mean, I haven't seen it, but everybody raves about Inside Llewyn Davis, and like,
Mhm.
I heard that's really good. I gotta watch that soon.
That came out
Like,
years ago too.
it's older. It's in like the early-ish teens of the 2000s.
It's like the early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, but um, he's done a bunch of shit. I mean, obviously Poe Dameron in
Mm-hmm. In the
in that
Star Wars.
in that one good Star Wars sequel, and then the
Yep.
other two. Uh so right, and for that you can't. That's a rant for another day. But you can't blame.
Can't blame him. It's
Fucking.
not his
You
fault.
can't blame him. You can't blame J.J. Abrams for fixing. You know,
Yeah.
eight's mess.
For trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not even Ryan Johnson's fault. It's everybody else. Because obviously Ryan Johnson made Knives Out, and the movie was amazing.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh,
Inside Llewyn Davis was actually 2013.
okay. I knew it was
Yeah.
like the early teens.
Yeah.
So basically, you got Oscar Isaac playing not one but two Marvel characters that are coming out within this time frame, right? You have Moon Knight, but then he's also fucking Miguel O'Hara in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and then also the new one.
That's right. I forgot about that.
What's the new one called? Spider-Verse Part One, Part.
Whatever. It's part two
yeah,
of the fucking yeah.
yeah. But basically, he's playing Miguel O'Hara.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so like
Spider-Man 2099 for those that don't know.
2099, yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, the fact that the fact that he just completely changed his for the Moon Knight trailer. The fact that he not only like is looking like he's not sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Well,
obviously the trailer.
for those that don't know, Moon Knight is one of those characters that what they call today has a disassociative uh, disease, I guess I call it. Yeah,
It's like a
it.
disorder, but yeah,
Yeah. So he's kind of like it's what they don't use it anymore, but they say he's fucking
he's
schizophrenic.
schizophrenic.
Yeah. Um. So he has multiple personalities. You see, in the trailer you see, uh, essentially three different characters he's being played. He of course is
Right,
playing Moon Knight, but he's also Steven and the other guy. Um.
right. But then like the woman, but like yeah, the woman calls him on the phone. She's like, "Where have you been, Mark?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Who's Mark?"
Yeah. Mark Spector. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mark Spector is basically a schizophrenic, more fucked up version of Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he has money.
He has money. Moon Knight. For see, I never read the Moon Knight comics, right?
Yeah.
But I know, but I delved into this backstory when I saw that this was coming out, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'd be into this." Um, Moon Knight basically is Batman without the one rule that I will not kill.
Uh huh. He has
Moon
no
Knight don't give
rules.
a fuck.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
No, Moon Knight will fuck shit up. Um, and so the trailer came out. It was like a minute and a half long, and it showed you everything and didn't show you a fucking thing.
Yeah, it showed you a lot, but didn't show you. There's so many things that
But
you can fucking get into
dude,
this.
the fucking way the wrap just comes onto him,
Yeah,
and then the
fucking great.
crescent where it looks like you pull the crescent out and throw that shit.
Uh huh.
I was like, uh oh. And now, soft rumors, right? Soft rumors. Bernthal was rumored to appear in an episode or two.
Really?
Yeah. Soft rumors, take it with a grain of salt. I just read it online because everything you read on the online is true.
Absolutely.
Um, but if that's the case, it would make sense because it's more. It makes more sense now because of what we've seen with Hawkeye and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made sense if we didn't have Charlie Cox make an appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home. Sorry, spoilers, but the movie's been out for a month.
Yeah. Exactly. Shut the
If
fuck
you
up if you haven't watched it yet.
if you haven't
Just
seen it more than once right now,
yeah.
I'd say you suck. But I've only seen it once. But that's also I'm a dad, so like I don't have time to go to movies.
I only went to the movies once to see it, and I've seen it like 3 times.
You need to send me the file.
You need to just fucking find it on Cody,
Cody
and
doesn't
it's
work on my
there.
Fire Stick. Um,
Boo.
oh. Anyway, now that Steve and I just basically showed you or rehearsed what we say to each other in text every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you ready? End scene.
And scene. Yes.
Very good, sir.
And the exit stage left. Yes.
Anyway, so basically, the soft rumor is that Bernthal is going to show up in Moon Knight because
That would be
Charlie
fucking
Cox
dope.
Charlie Cox had that one scene in No Way Home, but there's deleted scenes coming where apparently he
Yay.
filmed a lot of stuff.
I think I can't wait to fucking see that
I
shit.
can't wait. And then the rumor, well, then before we get into that rumor, but then D'Onofrio showing up as Kingpin in Hawkeye,
Yeah.
and in a deleted scene on that show was wearing the same black on black on black that he is known for. And then just follow him on Twitter. Like D'Onofrio said, like, yes, this is I'm playing that Kingpin.
The regular, yeah.
Like I'm
Not just a variant like people are thinking.
Yeah, like because he literally said like I've studied this character, I've morphed this character into something. That why would he fucking be like, oh yeah, I'm him for 3 years, but then oh no, I'm different. No, it's the same fucking Fisk. They even showed the goddamn cufflinks. All right, so stop that bullshit. So then the rumor, which I've read on multiple websites,
Yes.
I don't know how legit these websites are because I don't really know any like other website outside of like the ones I use. Um, there's talks of Daredevil season 4 happening, but for Disney
Yes.
Plus,
It's a huge fucking rumor.
and it's a strong, huge rumor,
Yeah.
and that would mean that we're getting back Charlie Cox,
Yep.
we're getting back Eldon Henson,
Yep.
and Deborah Ann Wall, who will
Yes.
who will finally have work again.
Yeah. Yeah. She's. Oh man,
Like what the
the
fuck? Like
I kind of got tired of seeing her selling fucking memorabilia
I
online.
know.
Like I love her. I
She
fucking love her. She's
well,
fucking
I
great.
mean, truthfully, her boyfriend is blind, so she'd sell things to help him.
Right. But
If
also
I'm not
help
mis-
herself at the same time.
if I'm not mistaken, she's a Brooklyn chick.
Yeah, she is.
So the fact that we have this poor girl selling merchandise and memorabilia
Yeah.
because nobody wants to hire her, like why?
Yeah. She's a
She's a
great
great
fucking
actress.
actress. Fantastic
Like,
fucking actress,
I
dude.
mean, granted, the only two things I know her from are Marvel, because I can't just say Daredevil anymore,
Yeah.
and True Blood.
Yep.
But
Dude, I fell in love with her in fucking True Blood,
I
dude.
fell in love with her in True Blood too. Like I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like she was like this adorable redhead who was like
She
ready. She
was
was
innocent until she turns into a vampire.
right. It's because Bill had to turn her to
Yeah.
appease the higher ups or some shit.
Yeah.
Which you know what? That's a show I might rewatch
I was thinking
because
about this. I was thinking about that the other day.
the first couple of seasons were dope as fuck, and then it of
Yeah.
course fell sideways.
Yeah. I essentially have to finish the last like 2 seasons.
Okay. Uh, I'm still sad to know that the actor who played Lafayette died a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that is
sucks.
sad.
Well, you know, in the books, Lafayette died in like the first season.
Oh yeah, he didn't make
Yeah.
it past season 1.
No,
Or the first book, essentially.
the first
Yeah.
book, yeah. But like, there was that like he gets like attacked in like a cab or some shit in season
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah.
That was
But
essentially
the fact that like people loved his fucking character and the fact that he was like
oh he
such a
was
pivotal person in the
oh yeah
show,
oh yeah
they kept him going.
um like that show got weird as fuck, but in all the best ways possible.
But the essential story of it is weird as fuck.
Yes,
Like there's no normalcy to this fucking show.
I mean, and truthfully, like without True Blood, we wouldn't have Eric fucking Northman.
Yeah,
The great
absolutely.
outside of Dracula, he's like the greatest vampire ever.
Yeah, it
Uh
really is.
and wow, we really went off topic.
That's all good, dude. It's
It's
all
all good
good.
because we're geeks here. We talk nerd shit. We talk
Yeah,
geek
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
And Steve and I don't do face to face every day. It's just every
Yeah,
Friday for you guys.
every fucking Friday for you people. Yeah,
And we don't have Renee, unfortunately. But
yeah. But it's okay. It's
it's
okay.
okay.
It's
Two out
okay.
of three geeks ain't bad.
We make it work.
We make it work.
Yeah, yeah.
But uh, hire Deborah Ann Wall.
Yes, please.
She's a fucking great actress. It's
She's fucking phenomenal, dude.
like honestly one of my favorite moments of her as Karen Page is not in Daredevil, but it's in Punisher season 1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's when she is being and actually it's one of my favorite scenes in Punisher season 1 was when Castle is talking to her as Lewis the Marine had like
Mm-hmm.
the bomb and like and he's trying to explain about certain things and he's like and all women know what they have in their purse, ain't that right, Karen? And he's trying to be like try to basically code like is it the yellow, is it the red, or is it the white wire?
Yep.
And like has her like finger like whatever feel the wire, right? And he's like uh-huh,
Yep.
and then like talks about the purse and like she fires her gun into his foot and then like the whole like he's in the fridge and like he's trying to put like his bomb together and he blows himself up. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like Oh man,
Yep.
I need more Bernthal.
We will get more of him.
I
He's
hope
got
so,
some shit coming out soon.
but I need more Bernthal as Frank Castle.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
I I, I mean, I
I'm not
told you,
against it. I'm not
I'm
against
not
it.
against that. I told you, right? Like, he got his books from Galaxy Comics. I think I spoke about it on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, you've said it a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, Galaxy Comics in Brooklyn. He bought his books because
Mm-hmm.
the dude at the counter at the time basically said like, "No, you're not gonna want these. You're gonna want these. Like, you don't want the Garth Ennis stuff."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, okay." And that's why we have this version of Punisher.
Yep.
Um, and man,
It's fucking great.
that's fucking great. And
Yeah.
it's just another fucking thing that Clancy Brown was involved in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daredevil season 2.
Everything goes back to Clancy Brown.
Oh man.
Yeah. Then I guess I could throw in some other rumor that's out there. Not necessarily something
Okay.
that we're gonna cover very much of, but essentially we know that we have Doctor Strange 2 coming out, the madness of the multiverse of
The
whatever the fuck.
multiverse of madness.
Yeah, that shit. I just said it all backwards. Um, but I read online. There's a huge rumor saying that uh Tom Cruise could be showing up as Iron Man in this. Because of course, for those that don't know, Tom Cruise was essentially hired as Iron Man originally. But he was like, "Fuck this! I don't want to do that shit because that shit is fucking stupid. I don't want to do no stupid comic book shit. Fuck that." But yeah,
But I mean, if you look at how much money Marvel is putting
yeah,
out, or raking in, I should say, and not just Marvel, but fucking Disney alone,
yeah,
like he'd be stupid not to.
yeah. So we're only gonna take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
Like,
I still remember the original image of him
yeah,
as Iron Man.
look fucking cool.
It looked good. You know, I mean, yeah, it's Tom Cruise, but
Yeah, yeah,
it would have been.
Scientology and all, but
But I
it
mean,
looks alright.
I still like, despite me making Jack Reacher jokes, like how do we see Jack Reacher when he can't reach the top shelf?
Yeah.
Um, but like,
Jack not really reaching.
but like, there's that. There's Scientology and all that other shit. Which,
Yeah.
whatever. That's your faith. I'm not knocking religion.
Yeah. No. No.
Even I don't call that religion, but whatever. It's there. I don't knock what you believe in.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
Other
a
than
fan of Tom.
Xenu.
I like. I don't know how he is as a person in real life. If he's a dick, if he's not.
He might
Minus
not
like
be.
what, right? But and I'm a fan of his action flicks.
Yeah.
Like I'm stoked for Top Gun 2.
I am not. I'm not so far because I didn't really care much for the first one.
I see. I'm a Top Gun fan.
That's fair. That's
Um.
very. That's fair, Maverick. I get it.
So okay, Iceman. So
Haha.
basically, uh, being a fan of his and his action films, like especially the Mission Impossible never-ending franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
Um.
is another thing that's pretty much become a fucking superhero movie.
Yes.
He's always falling off buildings.
Well, I mean, the fact that he actually does his own stunts too.
Yeah, which is fucking nuts.
Like, I mean, in 4, he literally climbed the fucking Burj Khalifa,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the tallest building in the world.
Uh huh.
um,
And
and then
did he get hurt doing that one?
no, he recently he had broken his foot jumping buildings
Yeah, because
in part
that's a
6.
normal thing to do.
Mhm. In fact, you could see it in the trailer when
Yeah.
he's jumping. The way his I think it was his ankle, he like tweaked it and it hit the window or something at like full force,
Yeesh.
and you see the look of pain in his face, and you're like, oh, that's when he broke it. But it's like
Yeah,
in every trailer
he
across the
just works
board.
straight through it,
Yeah,
regardless.
because he's a fucking nut.
Yeah,
Um, the mission. I want to see the Mission Impossible franchise cross in with the Fast and Furiouses.
Yeah, that
Because
wouldn't
I
be a
mean,
bad idea.
because I mean,
It kind of looks like it falls in the same fucking universe.
especially because like in the first movie they were stealing DVD players off the back of trucks with cars, but now they're like working with agents in the CIA,
Yeah, and spies.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. It's fucking great. I guess, I guess, being that we spoke about Tom Cruise and he was with uh Katie Holmes, brings me back to Ray Donovan and how she's in fucking Ray Donovan with braces.
Oh yeah.
And that shit throws me the fuck off. Because adult braces are fucking weird.
They are weird.
Yeah,
I don't get them. I
yeah.
mean,
I don't get it either. Like, I get it. You want to get your feet, your
yeah,
teeth straightened and shit. But, like, this show came out, what, like 2010 or whatever?
20. Yeah, it's old.
Yeah. So they had Invisalign then, I think, right? That was a
Yeah.
thing. Or at least, different type of fucking, yeah. But,
Uh, but
regardless, like, she's still cute as fuck. And,
oh
like,
yeah.
I had a huge crush on her as
Oh yeah.
when
Absolutely.
she was in Dawson's Creek.
Absolutely positively.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was just another minor tangent that I just had to throw in there because it was just something that just popped into my head. We was talking about fucking Tom Cruise and his weird ass. Yeah, but he actually got some hot ass. So yeah, which that never fucking stopped.
No,
Yeah,
because they weren't on the top shelf.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They were about they were just about the same height. Yeah, totally right. Yeah.
uh,
Oh, fun times, fun times.
fun
You got
times.
anything else
Now,
to have for this week?
uh, not really. Just having a great time, just chatting and bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what we do, though. That's what we do.
That's what we
We
do.
talk shit.
That's what we do.
We do it over the phone, and we do it on
Yeah,
here. It's
yeah.
totally right.
I mean, I'm not gonna record tonight because I'm drained from just recording this. But
That's fair.
I got I got reviews coming,
Nice.
and I
Do
think
it.
the next one coming is my Diamond Select. I told you I got a lot of Diamond. Diamond Select Thing, the Marvel Select.
Ooh.
Aesthetically looks great.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
What?
I mean, I'll explain it more in video, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do a bit of a comparisons too, because I got not
Ah.
only my Walgreens exclusive version that came out in 2020, or might have been 2019 actually.
A long
No,
time
yeah,
ago.
it was 2019 because there wasn't a pandemic yet.
Okay.
I was able to go into Walgreens without a mask
Nice.
on.
It just feels like a long time ago.
It does.
Yeah.
And then when I was digging through some stuffs,
Yeah.
I found my Toy Biz version of the thing from
Ooh.
like the 90s.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do a comparison and see like, yeah, it's something I
Interesting.
gotta
That's
have.
not a bad idea.
No, and then I'm debating on reviewing something old. Might do a retro
It's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
because I sort of found my in the fun we've had talking about Spider-Man: No Way Home and enjoying the
Mm-hmm.
film. I found my unmasked Tobey Maguire figure
Ooh.
that came with the pizza bike. I don't know where the bike or the pizza is.
Nice. You didn't eat it, did you?
Uh, it's somewhere in this house. I don't. I might
Nice.
not need. Oh, haha. I don't. And then also like I found my Toy Biz Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man who has like an insane amount of articulation. Insane. Like you could literally have Spider-Man say "fuck you."
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
individual fingers. I think it has like 65 points of articulation or some
That's
shit
fucking insane, dude.
for a figure from like 2003.
Yeah. That's
I bought
fucking
that
nuts.
shit. I bought that shit at fucking Toys R Us.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but no. Aside from me just bullshitting about toys, I got nothing.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We've made it work. We've made it this far into the episode.
Yeah.
So yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Go to InnerCityGeeks.net. We got a whole bunch of shit that goes with this show. We got Bright Street Presents. We got It's Poppin'. We got what is it? Good Games. We have the ICGBW Slamcast, Inner City Geeks webcomic. So much fucking shit over there. Go check all that shit out. Because of course we have a lot of shit, of course, all the time. Sometimes,
Hmm.
most of the times. So go check all that shit out. Then we got links to some pretty cool fucking places. The newest fucking place that we have up there is this place called Fight TV. Um, we enjoy the fights. We enjoy the wrestlings. We enjoy a lot of physical activities that doesn't involve us actually getting physically active with any type of injuries.
We
Um,
we like to watch Mortal Kombat. We don't like to participate.
right, exactly. So the newest place where you go to is Fight TV. You can watch pretty. You click the link and it'll take you to Fight TV, and you can watch most of a lot of independent wrestling because there's a lot of independent wrestlings out there that don't get a lot of shine on the TVs. So a lot of it is up there. Also, you can get it's a cool place actually. You get linked to the pay per views. A lot of the pay per views that aren't necessarily regular shit that's on regular TV either. So like this weekend, by the time this episode comes out, the GCW at the Hammerstein is going to be up there, and there's also things for what was it? NWA Power. That's going to be a monthly show that's going to be up there. There's a lot of shit over there, so you can go check out Fight TV. Click the link, and it'll take you over there. What else do we have? Um, Sideshow Collectibles. Of course, we got some fucking toys over there. Some awesome fucking toys. One of my favorite things, other than fucking toys, that I just saw this earlier today, I was showing Brian before we started on the show. They have an amazing fucking print for the trial of fucking Magneto.
Yeah, those look dope.
It has an amazing fucking like beautifully colored, fucking amazing. You get it with you get it on paper or on 8D aluminum. You get it framed and unframed. It's about 18 by 24. Fucking amazing size for an amazing fucking piece. It's limited to like 350 pieces. So get yours while you can. It's fucking dope. On Sideshow Collectibles, links in the descriptions and in the show notes to Sideshow Collectibles. Go check that shit out. Then you, of course, you go to regular places. You can find links to Amazon where you get the first month free of Amazon Prime because who doesn't fucking like Amazon Prime because it's fucking great. And
Hmm.
then coming out soon, The Boys is coming soon for fucking Amazon Prime. So go check that shit out.
I think like first week of March.
Yes, very fucking soon. Very fucking soon. Time is counting down the fucking climb. Urgh, I need it. Um, so much fucking shit over there. So click the link, get your first month free of Amazon Prime. Because why the fuck not? Then another cool fucking place to get shit. So Sick Clothing Company. Type in Inner City Geeks for 15% off. Where you get some pretty cool shirts, hats, hoodies, all the cool shits. And like I said, type in Inner City Geeks for 15% off. Go check that. Then there's also some beardly goodness. You got some awesomely bearded gentlemen on the show right now. Um, and you get some pretty cool oils and balms and butters to make your beard look as nice as possible. Because we love nice beards. Can't have a shitty beard because it just fucking sucks all the way around.
Hmm.
Get some nourishment for your beard. Um, Type in ICD10 for 10% off of your purchase. Because who the fuck doesn't like a discounted price on shit? So go check out Beard Octane for 10% off. Type in ICD10. Then the final place you go check out cbdMD. Get some pretty cool CBD shit for a decent fucking price. A lot of places get, they kind of beat you over the head with prices, but CBD MD gives you some pretty cool prices on their shit. So check all that shit over there. And places you can find the show. You can find the show on SoundCloud, on Stitcher Radio, on Google Podcast, and on motherfucking Spotify. And then if you want to follow along on the show, on the socials, follow us on the socials. Follow us on facyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on Instagram at InnerCityGeeks, on Twitter at InnerCityGeeks, and where can we find you, Brian?
You can find me stroking my luxurious beard.
It's so amazing. This is one thing that I love doing is when I'm thinking. I just do like the
think.
I do the Winnie the Pooh thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could find me sitting in this uncomfortable chair while stroking my beard.
Nice.
All right, for real. You could find me.
I'm glad that's the only thing you're stroking out here.
Yes. Anyway. Wow. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
I'm just flipping off Steve.
It's all good. It's all good.
So you can, of course, find me on social media. You can check me out, Bri2J Presents on Instagram, Twitter at BRI_2J, because Twitter will not let me get rid of the underscore.
It's all good.
Check me out on Bri2JPresents.com, which has links to this show. It'll click you on the tab and link you right to the InnerCityGeeks.net. You can, of course, check out my YouTube. Videos are coming, as I noted. A couple of new videos up there, Spider-Man and a Stormtrooper over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Both Diamond Select. I have a bunch of other shit I gotta record still. So click like, share, subscribe, and hit that little notification thingy so I know that people like videos and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Back to stroking my beard.
Yeah, the beard. Oh man. You guys can find me on the Instagram and the Twitters at Mr. Jackal, MasterJackal. And that fucking wraps it up, everybody. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for checking us out. Thank you guys for all the fucking love. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the fact that you guys continue listening and continue to share the show and let us grow. I'm not trying to rhyme, but that kind of fit at the moment.
It did fit.
But yeah, thank you guys. Be safe. Come back next time. But don't be a dick. And always remember, the geeks shall inherit the earth.